A young woman's wedding day is overshadowed by the heartbreaking loss of her Marine father, yet 12 Marines arrive to honor him in an unforgettable way. As she walks down the aisle alone, a letter from her father reveals a secret that changes everything. Will she find the answer she seeks and embrace a new chapter of her life? Before we continue, have you subscribed yet? Hit that button for more amazing stories, and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Amelia Stone had always envisioned her wedding day as a day of pure joy, surrounded by family, friends, and most importantly, her father, Captain Richard Stone. A decorated Marine, he had been her guiding light, her unwavering support. Ever since Amelia's mother died when she was just a baby, it had been only the two of them against the world. But just a month before the wedding, Captain Stone was deployed to a volatile region overseas. The night before he left, Amelia had begged him not to go, tears streaming down her face. "Dad, please don't leave me before the wedding," she had said. Captain Stone had cupped her face in his hands, a gentle smile on his lips. "I promise you, Amelia, I will come back to walk you down the aisle. I will be there," he had whispered, his voice full of conviction. Despite her fears, she had to let him go, holding on to his promise like a lifeline. Then came the news that shattered her world. Captain Stone had fallen in the line of duty. It was his trusted subordinate who came to deliver the news, standing at her front door in full uniform, his hat clutched in trembling hands. Amelia fell to her knees, sobs tearing from her chest. She refused to do anything, refused to eat, to plan, to even think about the wedding. Her fiancé, Tom, took her trembling hands in his voice thick with worry. "Amelia, we don't have to do this now," he said softly. "If you want, we can postpone the wedding." For a moment, she was torn between the pain and what she knew in her heart. But as Amelia cried into his chest, she remembered how her father had always wanted her to be happy. She could almost hear his voice telling her not to let this tragedy stop her from living. So with a heavy heart and a trembling breath, Amelia rose and wiped her tears. She shook her head. "I can't," she whispered. "I feel like he would be disappointed if I gave up now. I know he would want me to keep going." Tom squeezed her hands gently, pulling her close. "Then we'll keep going. I'll be by your side through all of it." On the morning of her wedding, Amelia stood in front of the mirror in her white dress. She tried to smile, but tears pooled in her eyes. Her father should have been there to walk her down the aisle, to give her away. As she stood there, a knock came at the door. She turned to find her aunt, eyes brimming with emotion. "They're here," she whispered. Amelia walked out, her breath catching in her throat. Outside, standing in perfect formation, were 12 Marines in full dress uniform. They had come to honor her father. The ceremony was beautiful and heartbreaking. As Amelia walked down the aisle, each Marine raised his sword in a solemn salute, creating an arch for her to pass through. She felt her father's presence in each measured step. But just as she reached the altar, one of the Marines stepped forward, holding out a folded letter. "Ma'am," he said gently, "Captain Stone left this for you." Her hand shook as she took it. She opened it slowly, her heart pounding. "My dearest Amelia," the letter began, "if you're reading this, it means I didn't make it home. But I want you to know how proud I am of you, and congratulations on your wedding. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there with you. Besides that, there's something I never told you. Your mother, the woman who gave you life, is still alive. She's living in Paris. I never wanted you to feel abandoned, so I kept this from you. But now, as you start this new chapter, I want you to know the whole truth. Go find her, Amelia. Find her, and find the rest of your story." Amelia's tears fell freely, her heart torn between grief and wonder. She looked up at the Marines, their faces solemn but kind. As the ceremony ended, she knew her wedding day had become something even more profound, a bridge between the past and the future, a testament to love and sacrifice. After the reception, she held the letter close. There was a new journey ahead, one she never expected, but one she was determined to take. Her father's final gift had not just been a blessing for her marriage, but a promise of family, of roots waiting to be discovered across an ocean. And as she danced with her new husband under the starlight, she felt her father's strength with her, guiding her steps as she looked toward tomorrow. Days later, driven by her need for closure and answers, she traveled to Paris. There, she followed the address her father had left her and saw a woman who looked strikingly familiar. Her mother sat inside the house, laughing and chatting happily with her new family. At first, Amelia turned to leave, feeling she didn't belong. But then her mother's eyes met hers and she called out, "Wait, who are you?" Amelia turned back, her voice trembling. I'm your daughter," she said softly. Her mother's eyes widened with shock and tears. "My daughter?" Her mother glanced around nervously, afraid her new family might overhear. She quickly led Amelia to a quiet cafe nearby to talk. They sat together at the cafe, a mix of emotions swirling between them. Amelia explained everything, that her father had just died, that she had just gotten married, and that she had come only to see her mother, to know her. She didn't expect anything else. Her mother wept openly, apologizing over and over. "I'm so sorry, Amelia. Back then I was so young and wanted to have fun, but I still should have been there for you. I promise if you ever need anything, I will always be there to help you." Amelia shook her head gently. "Thank you, but I don't need anything. My father raised me to be independent, and now I have a husband who loves me. I found my own path." In the end, they shared stories, tears, and tentative laughter. But when they parted, they knew it was just a fleeting moment, a chance to say hello and goodbye. Amelia walked away, feeling a strange peace settle in her heart. She had found the rest of her story, and though it didn't change the past, it completed the final chapter of her father's wish.